Right, welcome back to the museum. We just got the oats to sow now. Here we got to sow our wild oats. Might be a bit late for me to think about doing that at my time of life, but we'll get on and do what we have to do in the field. Now, decided to bring the Ursus. I haven't used it too much in here, and it is one of my favourite old tractors. It's a lovely model. Right, let's just change that to that. Wait until it tells me which one that is. That's out. Can never be too certain. Right, I need to put I think another bag of seed in there. Lift the bag up. The beauty of these seeds, these bags, we can just pick them up and load manually, no messing about with anything else. Well, if you get in the right place, of course. There we are, we're full. Lay that one down there. Looks like I want to give this a bit of a wash. Oh, we're not full actually. I wonder why it didn't fill. Let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, well, I would normally say give up and go on, but in this case we won't. We will persevere. Get it into the right place. There it goes. I think it's room for a bit more in there yet. Might as well fill it right up. We've got plenty of bags of seed and we ain't going to want any more now until next year. Now it looks full. So we get aboard here and get out to the last bit of the field we've got to do now. Just bring up the display down here first. Yeah, I see the bit. Quite a large area oat will be put in on this. I might sit and don't want about. Do like that horn on there. Just warn everybody we're coming. No one's on the stand, but no, there is signs up to say don't come in this area. Oh, we left a bag of seed down. Oh, because I left that down there from last seeding. Clean forgot about it. I have to take that back. I've got 2 half bags now. Yeah, we have signs up to say don't come onto the area when we're working on here because it is a bit dangerous. But the rest of the time, no problems at all. No, we will just. Now it should be in there to start work. Be a lot of messing about with this. No one knows odd shape feels it. Although at the moment there's no crop, no growth yet. Still don't want to run over too often. Soil compaction is a problem. Now this is a bit of a beggar to back up this particular seeder. It does have a mind of its own. So we keep it slow. As this tractor, we've got to keep it slow. It won't go on. And out of character one moment. If you remember when I first shooed this one off, it was like a greyhound. It took off very quickly indeed, and had a rather high top speed. I forget what it was, maybe 24, something like that. Well, we have sorted it out a bit now, and it's a lot better mod for it. But if you go into XML files, you can see where you've got a rotor. All the gear stuff is in there, and it works very well with gearbox mod. Very well indeed. Right, what I'm going to do after this, we have another solid fertilizer spreader turn we have found. We're going to use that to fertilize a whole lot here, whether it needs it or not. We're just going to go over and just merrily spread fertilizer about. Hopefully we've got enough fertilizer in stock, but if not, we're going to buy some more. I'm using solid against liquid. Liquid will go on once. Should we let that option first? Liquid will go on once it starts to grow, but we're putting a slow release granular fertilizer in for maximum length of fertilization, and it won't all get washed away at once. Right, now let's get down and finish our first lap. We're going to do a couple of laps, then we'll start. We'll find if there is a straightish road to go up and down. Just back up nice and steady. That's it. I think we're getting the hang of this now. So we drop this down to the lever just behind it. Myself on the driver's seat, and I just pull, lift and drop that. That's on a little ratchet, and that's what operates the seeder here. See if we can see it. Can't actually see it here, but oh, you can just back there. You have to get back and try and maneuver those. We actually have got ropes. You can't see them here, but we have actually got ropes attached to them, so they're just in the seat next to me. How about that for a quick get out of voice? That I wouldn't be able to reach those from inside the seat very well, not safely. I have actually seen that rope system in place when I go to Wheating Steam Engine Rally, which we didn't get to this year, unfortunately, but we'll try again next year. And I will spend my time drooling over Field Marshal tractors. And Burroughs Steam Engine, which was our local steam engine manufacturer, and where I live, only just about 15-20 miles up the road, I suppose they were, when they were at the height. Thetford, which is where they were based, was Burroughs town. Everything, almost everything in the town belonged to Charles Burroughs. Surprisingly, in the past, you only had one major manufacturer in a lot of towns, especially small towns, and they near enough took over the full town. Right, we're going round, so I think we can go up and down here, can't we? Yes, we can. Right, yes, I heard you all in agreement with me. But I've got any complaint about this now is the dirt skin isn't off the best, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. The rest of it is so right. The fact the dirt skin looks a bit, well, to use the vernacular, a bit of a mare. I won't worry about it. I'm just going to come up here, and I can't really turn there very well. We do this little bit down here. The only thing is you can't use this seeder with manual attach, and you cannot. Yeah. Oh, I do love it when it decides to save, and then when you're looking around and proceed, you have to turn off of the seeder. the way it works, it's always switched on. It's just whether you drop the gear, put it into gear or not. But I'm not going to complain about that. I think this is a wonderful set of mods, these two. One of the bits of work the Ursus can do quite happily. I thought I missed some here. 2 places. Turn it sharp. Matter. Just a little thought. What did it say? Oh, light compaction. That's okay. We already got plenty of compaction here because I haven't plowed this area. What we're doing is, if you remember, plowing about a third the fields every year. Although once we've got it gone with the compaction modding, I may not have to plow very often at all. At least that's what I'm hoping. I want to see if I can. I think what we'll do is we'll come down about here. Try and do what, as I do with GPS mod, but without using GPS, and that's do every third row. It should work still the same. Yeah, here's this gonna work. It's slightly quicker because I ain't got to mess about line things or going backwards and forwards to get into the right place. And there we go. Doesn't take too long once you get going, and as someone said, my pocket handkerchief fields, yes they are, they're very small. I think it's species again. I reckon I should do these with a fork and a spade. But I've done my share of digging, and I've got all that delight still to come in the autumn on the allotment. Which I'm looking forward to immensely. If I don't sound exactly convinced about that, that's because I'm not. Well, I think before we do that other bit, we'll go back on the bits with missed here. What are we doing? Oh, this seeder is remarkably easy on seed, the amount it uses. This is where I find I've got everything completely wrong, and I'm lifting where I should be dropping and dropping where I should be lifting. So with all these in, they're all going to come at about the same time, but if I remember correctly, I'm using the 9-day seasons on this one deliberately, so I've got more time to actually get all this crops done and do anything else I want to do. In fact, well, this will be. I'm actually going to slow down time again. I've got it there because I'm thinking it was about an hour before I leave off. I do not want to be here after I should be leaving off, which is 5 o'clock. So we just go back down to standard time. If I remember, I will put it back under ×5 when we restart. But I want to have time to do this and get it fertilised. That's my aim for the day. If we can get more done, we will. Mind you, I think the rest of what we've got to do is be cleaning some of the exhibits up. And sort of the general housework. I'll probably take the Model A out to do the fertilising. Might want to be a bit quicker than that is. Oh well, it's only fertiliser we'll be spreading on. Well, I think this is going well. Now got some pink appearing on the little display map. Oh, there's not much left here now. Mind you, it's the hardest bit to do, the small bit. I wonder if I come up this side. So I hope I didn't lift it too early. I've got a horrible feeling I did. I'm not going to look until we have to. Yes, I did. You can see where I lifted. This is not quite how you do it properly, but this is how I'm doing it. Hit the wrong button. The back of the cab. I'm not going to lift too early this time. I think the one thing I'm short of is models with spade wheels on. That's metal wheels with the spade that digs into the soil as they're going. Early form of traction control, trying to make the thing actually go, keep going in tough conditions. Mind you, the authorities used to love having those going down the road. You can imagine what a metal spade. Well, to be honest, you take the metal. You should have took the metal spades off beforehand. But I don't have many bothers. They're only going to 400 yards. Right, that's it. That's that done. No, I've got to just find my Model A. As you can see, everything here looks like it's been cultivated and seeded. I wonder if I can get the rest of this bag in here. Save me having to take that. Take that back. Oh, it's only beggar all in there. Yeah, that's gone. I do. Just the same, you have to take it back. She will, yeah, drop that off nicely. Oh, I think the whole thing here wants a wash, so we'll put that on the wash pad. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? The old submarines. Not that I was a deckhand on the submarine, but as far as I ever got. Very short career I had. Tell me to swab the deck, then they died. I think they're trying to tell me something. That's it, that. I stopped. Alright. So everything is now seeded. We are done with seeding. Well, because before I was using the sprayer. I'm not going to use a sprayer this time, but the spreader has a 3-point, so I'm going to need one with a 3-point. So I've doubled the number of cylinders. And this one I can't get to slow down. I could have. It looks like something changed in either one of the patches for the game or in the mod, I can't actually slow it down. I had it before. I had it down to about 11 mile an hour. When this first came out, the centre of gravity wasn't quite right, and it used to try and flip over all the time. And I'm hoping that actually, I think it'll be too heavy for it. Everything so far has been too heavy for this beast. You can't fit weights on the front, which is a pity. Now, those who know old grids will know that you couldn't drive over the grid like that in the original one. I'll let you into a little secret, and Darren will love me for this. That's because he found it hard to reverse, so he made that a drive through. I got quite used to reversing onto that. Mind you, I've done it so many times over the years. Right, let's see if filling this up with fertiliser will take the front wheels off the ground. And will it fill from the top? No, I don't think it will. Right, what we do is now will it allow me to? No, yes it will. Right, good. Alright. I'm just going to take a few of these. So what I have to do is just look out behind and use the... Oops. And just use the R. I would attempt to get in there and just see if I can see the trigger to change that to air fill. Come on. No, we're not. Don't want to load from there either. Come on. Oh, well, I just have to rest you on top and put you on like that then. Try and find the... oh, we got it. I know the massive ones certainly load from bags, and I have the massive one here. It's up here. This one refuses to. I should really lift that up again just to see when the front wheels will come off the ground. Not yet. And it's full. Right, 300. I think all the fertilisation we want to do, I may just have to, we'll just have to change this round. Shows everything, but you need to have a hair on the right bit to show. Yeah, it's just about all fertilised over there. This has also got that lovely klaxon. Dive, dive, dive! Oh, sorry. I'm in a world of my own. I may have to go to the shop and get some more fertiliser, think about it. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to come out of cab to do this because I don't know exactly what the spread is. It's not very big. Right, I've only just gone a good distance. We're only doing 4 miles an hour. It's lasting a while. I'm not going to worry about the grass in between. I'm just going to go straight round and treat this as one field for this bit. It's going to be a lot simpler. Now it all depends on what this takes. this is taking fertiliser or not? No, it isn't. So we'll turn it off there. Go on to the next one. Because it's already got 2 layers on, so what probably was not taking it yet. It's not ready yet. Hasn't hit the right transition yet. I will take another one once I get to first stage of growth. Mind you, by then we will be on liquid because it will be already growing, showing leaf. So once it shows leaf, we'll be on to liquid fertiliser. We haven't got to the end once I've already got 2 layers on. I think we're missing some at the edge here. Nice relaxing little job. This just pot around. I will go and pick some more fertiliser up, I think. Empty the trailer out. Don't think I need any more seed this year, but I will pick up another 4 or 5 bags of fertiliser. Now about the map here. For those who don't know, this is Willow River Farm by Darren Castle. It's an excellent one. It's based off Goldcrest Valley, but you wouldn't believe it. The only thing that looks the same is the town, and even that's been altered quite a bit. But the rest of it is all new. There's little bits and pieces to find. There's a reformatory, a pro school we'd call them in this country, which is, you know, for miscreants to be sent to, which had a nasty record of beating and other nasty goings on. That's hidden away in here. There's an abandoned farm. There's also a gold mine. There is nuggets on this map, but they're all at the gold mine. So if you're like me and don't like playing with nuggets, don't go looking for them. But if you want to play with nuggets, find a mine. I did show that a couple of episodes ago, but I'm not going to tell you where it is now, because I'm nasty like that. There's a lot of industry and there's a lot of in jokes. You'll find Bipolar Prophet has a place here. I have a place here, as well as the museum. Farmer Klein has a shop here, and there's 1 or 2 others which are scattered around the place. It's great fun trying to find all these places and see of your favourite YouTubers whose is whose. I will just come over here because it looks like I might just missed here. Yeah, I did. Better. You can see I missed a lot of the edge here. I'm not using the well, you can't use the liquid, the liquid fertiliser mod. Well, I have modded none of the old equipment for that, so I'm having to do this all old school. The other side has got 3, most of it's got 3 levels on. The old side, a lot of the other side, this was originally 2 fields. These were the home fields for Aldridge Farm, which is what this bit is based on. And I think it's brilliant to actually build a museum, a workable museum, into a map. So many brilliant touches on here. It looks good. It's not one I'd recommend to use as more realistic, because the slopes are actually real and realistic, but more realistic will take a very dim food to them. It's a built-in geo, so you haven't got to worry about messing with the geo, but I believe if you put your own in, it will overwrite the built-in one. But I'm using the built-in As Darren's gone to the trouble of getting the weather information and building it in and the growth information, I'm going to take the trouble to use it. The map itself is amongst some of the best downloaded stuff we've got on PCSG, with good reason. I know Farmer Klein loved it. Farmer Klein doesn't normally review Goldcrest maps, you know, mainly because most of them are so lightly modded you can't tell them from the original. This one's is different, but he loved it. He gave a very good review, and I would suggest you all go and find Farmer Klein's channel if I remember, and you know what my memory's like. I will try and link through to that particular review. Darren himself has done one, and I have linked to that. If you play this properly, not like I am, only using a very small part of it, grazing mod, water trough mod are all built in. There's so much stuff built into this, I'm going to stop here and refill this, I think. Get back in the cab while we're doing that. I hope I've got enough fertiliser to finish this, because we've still got quite a bit to do. Don't think we're going to have enough. I think I'm going to have to go bomb off to the shop now, because on this one, unlike if you get the map, one thing to remember is the stuff here, the reset point is on the museum. It's not in the real map. Darren was kind enough to make me my own version of this. Total screen's completely different. It actually says Merman Museum Edition. I am so chuffed about having this. I really am. I'm absolutely over the moon about having my own custom map. But on the standard one, if you reset, it will reset to the main farm, which is a very nice farm indeed. And if we get a chance, well, I've got to go and go and get another load of. Unload that, try it, and pick that up on. Just move this out of the way. I only want about another. I don't know, I better get another 10 because we've got a lot less to do. Switch it off. Chuck the seed out. Let's go and find a tractor to drag that over with. I could use a pickup. I prefer using a tractor. Could I use that? Come on, we're taking a nice slow. We're taking a slow ride. I'm going to take this one. I'm suddenly in the mood for using the Ursus and the singles and twins. This is a single cylinder, massive single cylinder. It's what they call a two-stroke diesel. In other words, no valves in it, and it's a diesel. Normally, that takes quite a while to start one of these up. Of course, the magic of YouTube and mods, you can start this up quite quickly. You wouldn't start it. Well, I don't know. I say you wouldn't start it up in the cab. You may well do on an Ursus that might well have an electric start. And on Field Marshals, which I know more about, and use a very similar engine. Although they're only 3-speed, this is a 5-speed box. The Field Marshal, they only ever sold one Field Marshal with electric start. Series 3 was electric start. All the others were either used a little explosive charge to turn the engine. Yeah, you heard right, an explosive charge. Like a shotgun cartridge, but with the shot removed, of course, but still the gunpowder in there. Well, this is going to take a little while, but we've got plenty of time. See if we can come out here and show on here. No. There isn't, well, it isn't on here because it's a completely different model. Oh. That's a bit silly. We pressed the wrong button. Or you cranked it over using a starting handle. Neither of which is really recommended. Just know something else I got slightly wrong on here. Whenever you attach anything, it shows it's attached to the front. Oh well. I've still got stuff to put away as yet. I wonder if we can get down the side here without opening the gate up. No, don't be a fool all your life. Give it a rest for one day. I would get through there, but I think it might pay not to even attempt it. Barriers are up here for those who don't know to stop visitors bringing the cars onto the site. We don't really want lots of vehicles on the site. Our insurance company doesn't like it. Takes a very dim food to it. We'll swing by the farm. We'll go over the field to get to the shop. That should be fun. We have a look. For those that have never seen this map, there may be one or two to show it off a bit more. And I'll come out of cab whilst we do this and use the drone view. As you can see, it's a wonderful looking map. It really is. You see, look at this. This is Goldcrest. You wouldn't believe it. This could be the way up to Mary's up here. Oh, have we got indicators on this one or not? Let's just see. Oh yes we have. I think I better put some indicators on. Some flashes on. Oh, it's coming on the inside here. But just listen to that engine. These things, like the Ursus, this single cylinder 2-stroke diesel had remarkable fuel consumption. You think about it, only fire in every other lamppost, not really revving its guts out. Everywhere's little touches. There's the co-op up there where you can store grain. The Willow River, which is what this is named after, which winds around the map. And every time you cross it on a road bridge, it will be marked as Willow River. Go up this way, get off the main road. There's traffic as you see on there, but not on the side roads, only on the main road. Lovely houses which look the part, caravans all over the place. There's so much stuff in here. And Darren's done a lot of work to actually optimise the map well. Eh? When he first let me have a copy, it was a bit of a pain because it didn't want to run too smoothly, but all the work is done now and it runs like a dream, as you can see. Just a matter of what are we doing? Yeah, we are. Look, running 60 frames here. Now when I get onto the farm, we're down to about 30 to 40, but that's because I've got so much equipment on there. You see now, it's about 57 and lowers to about 60. I'm going to turn that off again because it's a bit off-putting. It's a real Willow River again down there. And you look over there, you've got bins. That's the farm over there. You come to the top there, then we turn off at the top. There's a game extension saves again. I always use game extension. Yes, it causes a few stops like that, but it saved me so much heartache over the years. Well, not so much over the years, but well, it is now. But a couple of years we've been playing this now. This particular version of Farm Sim. Before that, I used the Cloud auto save, but that was every 5 minutes. That was a little bit too often. And when we're going to get this, that piece fertilised, but yeah, you've seen what it is. I'll finish that off screen if we don't get round in time. Now look at the slopes on these fields, taken from actual data. So Darren informed me, and that's what more realistic does. Like, you need a hell of a tractor to pull a decent plough up here. I know I tried it when he first let me have a copy for testing, and it was a task. I will tell you now, I have managed to kill, I think, all the chickens off, because we have the so not just the water trough, but we had the full treatment for the chickens. We did enhanced chickens on here. If there's a decent mod, it's on here somewhere. We'll just have a quick look at the sign. I do like taking the people over this every so often. Golden Doodle puppies for sale. So the only thing I've missed is actually having one of the dogs run around. Alright. This is another nice touch. Yeah, intake into a little holding bin, but it's run by an old John Deere tractor. Then this lot here, these holding bins, will then put it into your main bins. Once it's been dried, it goes for a dryer. Silage silo. That's your pigs there. Your sheep at the back of these barns or vehicle storage head office there. The sheep are up there. Cows at big barn just behind it, hiding just behind the trees. You see it better here. The manure is actually, you have to go and sort it out yourself. I don't really want the flash is gone anymore. The manure, as I say, scrape and dump. There's no actual big storage point, so that you have to make your own muck heap up, which is what you do anyway on a farm. And that's your silage bunker behind us. If you prefer doing it the old-fashioned way, I must say I got lazy. I prefer a tar silage silo now. And we're coming around the back way over the fields to get to the vehicle shop, and that's just ahead of us. Some of these fields belong to the farm, but I've actually put them all onto AI ownership because I didn't want the hassle of having to have fields what nothing's been done on them, or makes it too bad if you've got nothing been done on them. Whereas by showing them over onto AI, at least they will get worked a bit and it'll look better. Most of this stuff here is display. I don't think I've got any left there which is not display anymore. I'm going to get into cab once I come around here. And this is just your supplies. Oh yeah, and manure is on here. If you go just up where the flag is, you'll find manure buy point. Traffic comes around this bit here. And there we are, we're at the vehicle store. Big John Deere place, as you can see. Between you and I think Darren likes John Deere's. Well, you can't, no account for taste. I should get him common. Alright, let's go and but it is really well laid out. I'm not going to bother to do that bit right, but just come in here and handwork I want. Done this set. This is a slow tide one. It's one or two of these out with the small bags. I had this one for a long time because slow tide. I think it's still a member of PCSG. I haven't seen so much of them lately, but I took this one mainly because I don't know if we can see everything was on there. Because of this, you can make your own little bags. You get your trailer to cart them in. That was more conventional trailer, and you got your pickup. Because with this trailer, I think we've got enough there now. It doesn't empty the sacks into the trailer, which if you use these sacks as most things, you'd ask what they do. Yeah, it should be enough. Should have enough now to finish off. But because I have this personal hatred of having never-ending supplies of seed, fertilizer, and fuel on the farm. Some I left it on, but most of the maps I played, I go into GE and take it all out. I like the idea of having to have a tanker, your own tanker on there, which you fill up from until it's empty, then you take it to the local fuel depot and refill it. There we are. They ain't gonna go far. Right, let's get this thing moving. There's a lot of custom signs here too. I say the work that Darren done on this is amazing. I cannot speak too highly of this map. It's also a very good map for if you're a role player, I would say, because it's got so much stuff on there, and it's big enough to have several different. I hope there's nothing coming. Oh, back on the road, isn't I? Bet that the beacon's back. Oh, it looks like I haven't got the light mod on here, the normal light mod I use. I'll start to use now. This bit, because it's quite recognisable, but it's been changed around quite a bit. The shops over here are all changed around, and well, he should be turned off. There we go. Let's come out of cab again. We can see better what we're doing. This is the main town, which the road layout's the same, but a lot of the other stuff has been changed. Anyway, I should stop rapping on about this. But so I'm blown away. This was Darren's first real release. He did make an FS17 version of Old Ridge, which we couldn't get permission to release, which was a great pity. Which I actually have a copy of, but I'm not sure because it's never going to get released. I like at least the maps I have. Most of them are released. I do have some mods which will never get released. Or some that have been worked on by myself or other people. As on this map, I'm going to again thank both Disco and Darren for their help on some of the mods. This girl done a lot of work on some of the tools for me. And Darren, especially his main one was the liquid sprayer, fert sprayer. Cut it down to the size I wanted, about half what it was originally, and put a set of roll crop wheels on it. See how many we got following us, shall we? Yeah. Oh, we got one for them. That's hard luck, mate. I wish the AI, the vehicle AI, was slightly better on Farm Sim. That's SCS is shown on there, Euro Truck, American Truck simulations. You can do it. But I suppose actually it's only a very small part of this game, really, the vehicle AI. And on some maps I turn it off completely, especially when I'm using a lot of course play. Course play and the AI do not play well together. There we go. We're home. We might just get another. We might just fill these spreader up again. Excuse me, sorry about that. If you're using like I do headphones, I hope I didn't deafen that cough. I'm hoping I can make it up here. But get back to these horses, can you hear it now? It's really struggling. You can hear the power. All I was at 45 brake horse, I think, on this. Now it starts to get into the stride and it's now hit top speed. I decided to stop at 11 mile an hour. And before someone asks, no, I haven't got a clue what it is in kilometres an hour. I live in one of those places that don't use kilometres. And actually, it's not that many of us about now. But you put show things kilometres, always seem like they're going a lot quicker than they are. Right, let's go a bit steady. Just warn people I'm on my way. Oh, and I did say there'd be some people camping. There will be in the summer. I'm not going to bother to sort out the place and tents just at the moment. One thing I'll have in this entrance here, it does make it quicker to get down and easier to get down to the seed and fertiliser store. Get back in the cab now. Now these people walking about here, going down added for this particular map. I think they're on the main map now, but one of the things about those is he'd done it not knowing where I'd put me placeables. And he got it spot on. I will say one thing what isn't in the map is this. I took out the wash pad he put in because you couldn't lay anything on it without putting it into G. Just cleared everything out and put this placeable from Black Sheep Modern in because it looks right. Alright, let's get a couple of chuck one over the side, why don't you? Have that one. Come here, you. Oh, we're saving again. Oh, damn. I knew I hadn't got it right. It was state. Should take 300, so we get part of the next one on there. In fact, I'll turn this engine off now. Do you like hearing that stop? Yes. I'm guessing that the person who modded this, and sorry I haven't the name, actually recorded the sound of one of these. Because it sounds, so the, was it Duke's Bulldog, the Field Marshal, and this all sounds very similar when they are. I don't know, we got a bit more on that. We got, oh, we weren't quite full last time, was 300. Let's get this thing to start, and we'll go and do another 6 or 7 minutes of this. This is one of my all-time favourite old mods of this Model A. Every time there's a new one, Cars Note says I'm not making another one, and every time he managed to persuade him to. I wasn't going to be one for 17, but he got persuaded. Right, I'm going to get my screenshot sorted out from here. I'm going to probably finish this off without this lot. And I'm going to start winding down. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, how about subscribing? Always happy to be aboard. We'll go to the next bit. Mind you, I realised I've done an extra roll on that first field, but there. Always happy to have new people aboard. If you've got any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them. I read everyone, and I will try and reply to everyone. I won't keep replying on a continuing conversation once I think we're just about at the end. Just warn you that now. I will show that I read it. If I put the like up or something similar. So as we're getting near the end of another day at work for me. Give it that. Oh, how was I set it to the right one? Wanted to press the right button. I'm going to say it's Mervyn saying cheerio for now, cheerio, and thanks for visiting the museum.